most of these men around me, the men that I met on social media, were also lecturing in universities here in Kenya. Imagine I lost all of them. All of them. All of them. I lost all of them.
But now you know better.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
I could not give humanity to any man. Oh, Jans, is she here? Thank you, Malkia. Welcome, Jans.
So just wear your big girl panties, and that's my advice. There's no other way you can fix it. Just wear your big girl panties and then figure it out from there. Especially when you know you are on the wrong and you acknowledge your wrong part. That goes a long way.
I was, yeah. Thank you so much.
Let's not lie to each other out here. We don't like this, we don't like that. No. A man leaders, don't forget that part.
The thing we say we don't like, we just don't have it, isn't it?
Exactly. It's very simple, because I cannot say, I have brothers, siwezi kaniseme sipendi wanaume. I have my father, I can't say I don't like men.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you're not any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
It's mimi Lady J. Natuma pesa US na MoneyGram. Mtu amekwama hana food, hana accommodation. I used to go to MoneyGram and send money. Yes. So anyway, so personally I have trauma. So you guys, you're like heavy. You're like
you should you can try to amend those friendships if they are worth good friendships. You can amend those friendships. Yes, you can always suck it up, especially when you've acknowledged that you did it wrong, like it wasn't worth it, and you acknowledge your part. That's the most important. And you can just see, you're my friend. We can still try to figure it out together, and you go from there. But you see, hizo ndio zile kuolo. I don't know what kuolo is in English or Swahili. You can help. You just go with the flow of what other, a lot of people in these spaces, they don't make their own decisions. Their decision making is driven by someone else's authority in reality. So I sit here and you come and go, mimi pia ndione, naenda. Without thinking for a second, wait, should I take 2 steps or 3 steps? I just go with the flow. When you get up the cliff, you are the only one left standing up there.
I'm telling you.
And a lot of us don't think that way. That seems to have been your case in a way. So if there are good friendships that that you can amend, just suck it up, be a big girl, grown up panties, and just talk to your friends and just see.
There's a time during that time I was teaching at a college. I was lecturing in this British college, and most of these men around me, the men that I met on social media, were also lecturing in universities here in Kenya. Imagine I lost all of them. All of them. All of them. I lost all of them.
But now you know better.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
I could not give humanity to any man. Oh, Jans, is she here? Thank you, Malkia. Welcome, Jans.
So just wear your big girl panties, and that's my advice. There's no other way you can fix it. Just wear your big girl panties and then figure it out from there. Especially when you know you are on the wrong and you acknowledge your wrong part. That goes a long way.
I was, yeah. Thank you so much.
Let's not lie to each other out here. We don't like this, we don't like that. No. A man leaders, don't forget that part.
The thing we say we don't like, we just don't have it, isn't it?
Exactly. It's very simple, because I cannot say, I have brothers, You know, siwezi kaa niseme sipendi wanaume. I have my father. I can't say I don't like men.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to say that. And it's impossible for me to say that men are useless. I cannot say that either.
I know.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Unless you never had a good relationship from your household as a kid to adulthood, then you don't know the meaning of having a male as a father, a male as a brother, a male as a spouse, a male as a child. Then you don't know what those 4 characters means, because you've never seen or experienced them or understand what they actually mean. It's not possible. Just like girls, I cannot say sipendi wanawake. I'm a female, I get periods. We have children. I cannot say I don't like females. Regardless of whatever they do with their personal life, personal affairs, that's not my business either. I cannot say I don't like females. I have a mother. I'm a female. I have sisters. We have daughters. We can't say we don't like girls. It's impossible.
We can't. And sometimes, and you see, the thing is, I've realized that some of these people who are so violent towards men, they also don't know how to be gentle with women. They're also very violent towards women. So, and that is one thing that people have to take note of, that in as much as we get that they repeatedly say they care about women, their job is to protect women, but you find that most times all they want to do is impose their opinions, their arguments, their viewpoint on how women ought to live. You understand? And therefore, it's also an element of control. You know, they want to control the behaviors of women, not necessarily because they like women, but it is because they want to remain in control. It's a control thing. It's not a thing of empathizing or humanizing women. Because you cannot say, for instance, that you like me and you care about me when you are the same person who has come on social media and literally dehumanized my own grandmother. But now you want to help me. I'm in trouble. You want to support me. My grandmother is a woman. She too is a woman. She's human. She feels pain. So when did the hate become love? This is the woman who bore my mother. This woman gave birth to my mother. Where is her humanity? Why is her humanity not as important as mine right now? Now that you're so afraid that I'm gonna be killed by another man, why did her humanity not mean anything then? Guys, people need to ask questions. Guys, ask questions, man. Ask questions. The good thing is that ni kama watu pia wameisha siku hizi, hata hii TikTok watu isha siku hizi. Unaangalia watu wako live, hata watu wafiki 1000. Watu isha man. Watu wamefungua bonge la live yenye ilikuwa ina attract watu 2000. Sasa hizo watu wamechinda, kuna watu 600. Unaangalia tu hivi, unahurumia watu, sema even the biggest bullies hata hao pia uisha. Anyway,
cyberspace love is a short-term love. It will always be short-lived.
Very short.
100% short-lived, and it can drop any second. Unfortunately, any second. It's not a guarantee.
Very short-lived.
You know, so
yeah.
we live.
Anyway, guys, what's up? Nimeongea sana. Mitotos is now talking. Nimeongea sana. After that, hebu mchukue mic after Mitotos. I've spoken too much. Mlinipata nikiwa nasikiza music, gospel, you know. And then I saw Carol and I thought, oh my God, I didn't talk to her. And then Mitotos came. And I was excited. And then I shared the
so some of these things.
Hoping she'd drop in.
Oh, I haven't seen her for a minute.
Oh. No, she's working. She's busy working. She's working.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was nice talking to you. We chat later. Can you hear me? Oh, she muted.
No, it's my girl, my house girl. She's talking to me. She wants to feed the dog. It's just asking.
It's all right.
Something else.
It was a beautiful conversation we had.
I know. Because I don't think I've shown you my office. Have you seen my office?
Let me see. The last one I saw was the living room.
Yeah. So I've got a little. So that through that window, let me flip the camera. So through this window.
That's a beautiful office.
Thank you so much. You literally see into the garden.
You have a beautiful view.
Thank you so much. And then you've got the main house is there. You understand?
Wow.
It is just a
Girl is living large.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, darling. And my
you see the beauty of having a man?
I know.
You have a beautiful home.
Yeah, you
beautiful office.
Absolutely. And there's something I normally say that women can make money in many ways. You can also literally attach yourself to the money through partnership and companionship. You know, like there are many ways to make. Not all money is money. There's a way in which you can also be comfortable just because you've had a baby with somebody who has a little extra. So those are all ways of women empowering themselves. Guys, let nobody teach you to hate men. Haitakusaidia. You'll be miserable. Utakuwa hapa TikTok, unatusiana na huyu, unapigana na yule, unapiga nduru. Oh, mpenzi wa chot, sijui nani. Utakuwa hapa TikTok unapiga nduru. Monday to Friday.
LJ, there's no way you can hate a man and sleep with multiple men.
Sorry, my dear. So my girl, she still needs, because next door is my guest room. Next door is my guest room. Like,
it's all right.
So kuna vitu wakati, you know.
You're home, you can do whatever you please. So I was saying that you cannot say you don't love men but sleep with multiple men. That makes you a prostitute.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Let me just put whatever.
Oh, thank you, Susanna.
I know.
There's no way. I can't say sipendi wanawake, but I want to smash all the ladies. It's not possible.
Absolutely true.
So mtu asiwadanganya hapa, mimi sipendi wanawake, sipendi wanaume. It's not possible.
It's not possible. Jirani
Simple
wangu.
as that.
Nice to see you, Jirani. I'll come visit you soon. Nimekuwa busy, Jirani wangu. I've not been able to come down to your end. And come. Tuweke kwa box match, Jirani. Nichukue niweke hapo kwa box match. Yeah, nipe 1 month nifanye publicity. Alafu twende nalo.
Utaweza sake na wewe? Shots fired, catch.
Ananieka kwa platform yake, naweza mtafutia Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, naweza mtafutia hao watu wengine. all us gamers. Unajua sisi siku hizi ni magamers.
I know, at least it's much healthier.
It is.
Kenyan, the toxic part of Kenyan TikTok is a waste. It's a garbage area.
Oh, and I'm glad I exited that. I've enjoyed TikTok since.
It's not worth it. Arguing people that you will never sit at the table with, for what?
For what? You know, for what?
When I say sit at the table, there's no, that's what I mean growth. There shall never be no kind of growth with these people. What's the point of arguing with them?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're never changing their mind.
Waste of time.
Yeah, it's
no, because they already made a formed opinion of everything. Absolutely. On these spaces. So once you form that in your head, in anyone else's head, it's very, very hard to come out of that. It's gonna be, hata ukisema hello, mimi nimesikia hello, not hello. And we will argue until tomorrow because you said hello. Mimi nilisikia hello, but I'm going to argue with you until tomorrow. Because I already made that formed opinion of what comes out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
So there's no way you can ever change that on anyone. My father always taught us, you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to.
No, not allowed.
You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You know why? Because some people wake up with their crazy demons that they need someone else to feel that same pain they're experiencing. So we come out here, nianze na ya mimami, boom, 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 boom. Because I want ya mimami to feel that same pain or experience what I'm experiencing at that moment. Not because she has to, but because I want to see her suffer.
Absolutely.
And that's why a lot of these people just start arguments for no reason.
Yeah.
Because that validates that feeling in them, like, oh, wewe pia unasikia. And that makes them feel superior of whatever they're experiencing.
That is so true.
So some of these people, hear them, listen, hear. There's nothing. Silence is an answer that many people don't listen to.
But it is also an answer. Silence too. That's an answer.
That's why it's an answer that many people don't listen to. They think they need you to voice your opinion, to say it out loud for them to hear it. They don't have to. Absolutely. It's one of those answers that they can never listen to. When you operate like that in real life, especially on these spaces, you won't be bothered by many things. Because the power of response is within you, and you control that power. You should never hand it over to anybody.
Oh, wow. Guys, nasikiza.
You should never hand over your power to respond to anybody on these spaces. You control it. How you use it is up to you. Exactly. But when you hand it over to anyone where they control, like a video game, you press those little buttons. It's the same concept. It moves only when you presses it. When you don't press those buttons, like the kids game stuff, the one I'm talking about, like the PlayStation games, it only moves to the end when those kids play and click those buttons. When they don't, it doesn't move. So you have that power to respond and you hold it. But the minute you hand it over to someone else, that's where we all go wrong.
Wow. Meskia, guys. Not everything is worth responding to.
No. You could be responding to someone that already set themselves up to die the next 2 minutes. And they want you to feel that same pain they're experiencing. But mimi na wewe say, LJ, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's our thing. For what? Then what? Because we never ask ourselves, then what question.
Then what?
A lot of us.
Absolutely. Then what?
The minute you start operating with then what question, a lot of things won't really bother you on these spaces.
Absolutely. Do you know, I've always wondered how you keep your cool, Mitotos. You're one person who...
Because I have to, LJ, I have to admire you for me to be bothered by what comes out of your mouth.
Love that.
When I say admire you, Can I emulate you, number one, is my first question.
You.
And if I cannot emulate you, I will never be bothered by what you say when you're saying how.
Wow.
Because I have nothing to learn from you. Do I have to learn from you kumanina? Nilifundishwa hizo at the age of 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
Ile ukitukana mama ya mtu unachapwa mpaka father notice na wazazi. Any parent could beat you up when they hear you use those words. Do I have to learn mamako this, mamako that? No. Tulichapwa already for those same things. That I, as an adult, I cannot call somebody that today.
Wow.
Because it's not in my vocabulary. I say it now just as an example, but it's not in my vocabulary to call you by your parents' name, your kid's name, etc. No, it's not in my vocabulary. Because nilichapwa mpaka siku waitembea. You know, when you are little, when you say certain things, your parents just mark you really good.
Yeah.
And those are things that you will never use ever in your life. But then again, we emulate some things. When your parents never taught you some common sense things, you can learn them as an adult.
Absolutely.
You cannot.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Ajay, you cannot learn these common sense things as a 60, 50, 70-year-old if you didn't learn them at the age of 9, 10. If you didn't grow up with it, you can't learn them today.
Isn't it? It's already too late.
It's not.
It's too late.
We learn these things when our brains, because once you hit 25, is it 25 or 26?
Yeah,
your brain don't grow.
That stops growing, yeah.
Your comprehension skills is different. But when you didn't learn them at a very young age, you cannot learn them after that. You can try, but it's not going to be the same when you do at a very young age.
But I love what you've said, that, you know, you're moved by the opinions of people you admire, you know, people you can emulate, people you can learn something from. I like that a lot. I wish many of us actually took that on board and thought about it more, because some of the people who want to control our thoughts and our emotions here are people with whom we would never interact in real life, you know, because they come from a totally different background. You know, the kind of training, even work training that you have, they don't have. So why then do we allow them to control how we see stuff? Why? So thank you, Mitotos, that was powerful. Let me just put flight mode. Someone is calling me. 1 minute. Thank you so much for that, Mitotos. That's what I'm going home with. For real, for real. For real, for real. I want to be bothered only by people that I admire.
People you admire, you can emulate what their accomplishments, their accolades, all like right now, not right now, but even before. I'll use the most current story. Ida Odinga, Dr. Ida Odinga. That's a woman I admire. I would like to emulate who she is as a woman. A woman who stood by her husband for thick and thin. Is it better for us?
For over 50.
Until death do us part. 52 years of marriage. No extracurricular children. No extracurricular wives.
But then poorly raised women, you will find them opening lives and speaking of the paternity of Ida's son. Poorly raised women. Oh, Fidel Odinga is not right.
I would want to be someday when I'm 75 years old, sitting beside my spouse, my children.
I sat
you know,
there.
that is someone akifanya. I'd be like, yes, ma'am. How may I help you?
Yes,
No, like, who? What? Huh? I won't go that way. I will have a conversation with such an individual.
Absolutely.
Not talk to them, but conversation. Conversate with them. There's a difference between conversation and talking to somebody.
Absolutely. No, I get you. I get you totally.
You know, so
Yeah.
it has to be someone you emulate, someone you admire. You would like, I would love to be that lady someday. I would love to be her someday. I would love to be him someday. Like, I would look forward to being that. But kumanina, Monday to Monday, that's not someone I would want to emulate. That's not someone I would like be bothered by when they say anything. No.
I really love what you said. I love
Because you can't preach nastiness and sugarcoat it with a 2% niceness.
Mm-hmm.
You're bad. LJ, how can your bad outweighs your good and expect me to respect that?
Amen. I love that.
Your bad outweighs your good. I'm not going to see any good in you. Because the list of your bad is so much that by the time I get to your good, I can't even comprehend what was the good part again? I can't even come up to that.
You can't. And
Not that I'm judging anybody.
Yeah.
It's not a judging thing.
No.
But what I see mostly when I see anyone that I don't really admire, it's all bad.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to be bothered by that. Because at that point, you don't have no moral authority to talk or advise me on anything at that point. You must have those to be able to tell me otherwise to a point where I'm bothered. You know, that's how I view a lot of things.
And that is the first question I asked Nani. I asked Okaro. Like, there's a time she was put on this live and she was spoken down to and she was accused of things she didn't even do. And the person went into victimhood and, you know, it was bad. And yet, she sat there and she did not respond. So I was asking her, what made you remain quiet throughout the conversation? And she just told me this evening that she recognized her privileges. And I thought, wow.
100%. It is. Dissect that statement. When you dissect that statement, it's not a shallow statement. It sounds shallow, but it's not.
It isn't.
Exactly.
Wow. She recognized her privileges. And
yeah, you have to.
Yeah. She was like, now, where I am and where this person is, let me
That's like, called.
Yeah.
You know what that's called? What that's called?
Mm-hmm.
The power of listening skills.
Wow.
The power of listening skills will determine if it's worth acknowledging. Ilifundishwa hii kwa psychology school. If it's worth psychology class. If it's worth listening to, if it's worth acknowledging, if it's worth responding. That's the privilege you have. It's all on your hands. All three.
I'm going to respond from two positions, Mitotos. I will respond, or I will be bothered by the opinions of those I admire and I can learn something from, and people I want to be like. And also I will recognize my privileges as a person, you know, a woman who worked so hard while living in Britain, built community schools, invested smartly, and now is living a chilled life in Kenya. I will respond.
Living
Children.
large, not a child. Living large. Keyword large.
Thank you, Alex.
Finish your statement. I was just correcting the right word. Large.
Thank you for that. So recognizing your privileges will actually help you walk away from fights that you've been invited to. Yeah, I like that. Oh my God, thank you.
When you think that way, vitu zingine unasikia unasema kama mimi. And life continues.
And life continues.
Can we sit at the same table and have certain conversations? Can we?
Exactly.
That's the first question. As I'm listening, I'm asking myself.
Yeah.
Can we sit at a specific table that I probably admire or aspire to sit at someday? Yeah. Once I process that in my head while listening to you, that will determine if I'm going to give the attention or not.
Absolutely. I like that.
And once that table is not activated, I will just listen. But that's about it. Wewe mtu hajai kuongelesha for 300 hours alafu unamuuliza you done and you hang up? Hujaifanya hivyo?
Oh my God, think about that.
It's the same concept.
That is
unasikia amekutusi kwa simu, amesema zote and you say, oh, okay. Aye, bye. It's the same concept. But now in a different kind of conversation.
When you get to that level, you are a highly evolved human being. That's for sure. That's
you done.
Yeah.
They're going to say automatically yes because they think you're retarded. Yeah. And then you say, oh, okay, thank you, and hang up. If it's a phone call, if it's like here, okay, drop. That's it. Or vice versa, I do the same thing to you.
That is so powerful. Because these people feed on our response. They feed on that energy. You know?
Yeah. And then your response will determine where the direction of that conversation, whatever that was, itaenda left ama itaenda right.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.